So honestly, like it wasn't main so like of the comments and everything. During the USC game, like I found out I had time I lost my grandmother and everything. So just hearing all the noise and everything, and like how people was talking about the team when I know like we're better than what we are. It feels good like to just shut them up sometimes. And, just make a statement and everything. But I love Homelander. I just finished watching The Boys. That's my favorite show right now. But it's just in those things. I don't pay much mind to it, but when I see things like that, I just like to just keep receipts of everything. So you have something that makes you work harder when you come back to work on Mondays. So that's mainly the main thing for me.
Yeah, obviously the hard work showed out on Saturday. Just what's clicking for you and all of the defensive line right now, right? Because you guys are playing at a level we haven't seen so far.
Yes, sir. Honestly, it's our coaches. We got Bo Davis with the interior D lineman. We got Coach Peoples and on the edges, and they all just consistently building a mindset of just like go get it and like cut it loose. So I feel like they're helping us make those like next steps to like get to where we want to be, and we got a mindset that we come to work every day, and like we just want to continue to work and like get better every day. So it's like every week we're looking at something new to get better. If that's getting better in the run, or if it's getting better in just pass coverage, or just overall just being disruptive. So that's basically the main thing they make us focus on and everything.
So after the game, you were talking about a three-piece.
Yes.
Have you ever had 3 sacks in a game?
But probably my last time I had that was probably in high school versus LaGrange. In high school, I haven't had a performance like that ever. And I feel like that's just like off the strength of my grandmother passing and everything, and her just watching over me and everything. So I really just put that towards her and give all the credit to her and all of my coaches and everything. But my teammates really set me up though. If you really look at the film, they was there setting it up. It wasn't just me out there going to get it. They had them caged in. We focused on caging in the scrambling quarterbacks a lot. So
When did your grandmother pass?
During the USC game.
During the game while you were playing?
Yeah.
That's on your mother's side or your?
Yeah, my mother's side.
Mother's side. So you come here from Oregon. You've been working hard.
Yes, sir.
So to get 3 sacks in a game, how does that feel for you?
It kind of reflects on everything that I've been through in my process, really. Being at Oregon for 3 years, coming here last year, getting a little bit more experience, and then this year taking on a bigger role. Doing something like that, it builds your confidence up. So, you already have a feeling in the back of your mind of what you think you are, and then when you go out there and do it, it's a difference, like when you actually go do it, so you know what you are. So, really, that's like first time, kind of surprised me. That I did it, but it came so soon. But I'm glad it clicked.
When the team is down like they were 0-17, the way y'all were, how do you stay in the mindset to kind of make the comeback and have the game that you had on Saturday?
We got a mental edge thing that we always do. We always, we start off in the summer, and even in the spring, we always have like something called mental edge, where we always talk about mental traits, where we can always have things where like you have mental self-talk. And just things like that, just like to keep your mentality strong. And it's like, as a team, we came together as an offense and defense. If y'all saw like late in the game, when the offense was up, the defense was right there with them. When the defense was up, the offense was like up there with us. So it was really a connected thing. Like we're a real connected team. And once we got all that together, everything's starting to get together piece by piece. So when things get bad, we don't flinch. We just go out there and attack.
You talked about creating havoc, that's the term Brian used, right? And playing fast. I guess is the idea that just even if you're making a mistake, you're doing it 100 miles an hour and you can correct faster too?
Yes, sir. That was a big emphasis last week that we had, just don't be scared to make mistakes. Just go out there and just go. And I feel like we really went out there and just said, hey, we're going to make mistakes, but just after that, just keep on pushing. We went down 17-0. Nobody hung their heads. Nobody's barking at each other. We said, hey, let's get this stop. Hey, offense, let's go punch it in. Everybody just have a right mindset. And I think that's what we've been missing for a long time. And it's just like we finally have a mindset that like, hey, whatever happens, just keep pushing, keep fighting.
This week, the corrections with the run fits, when you look at that, is that guys maybe trying to make a play, maybe getting out of their spot, and that's why we're seeing the big, long rushing touchdowns?
I don't think nobody's purposely just trying to make a play. I just think it just get like things like fatigue and everything, where like guys get tired and everything. But like nobody's just purposely trying to just make a play. We're all playing for each other, and everybody is trying to do their job. It's just you're gonna mess up time to time, but it's just you can't keep messing up on it twice. Just you mess up on it one time, come back the next time and do it right.
You're supposedly a big favorite this week, but like 24.5 points. That's what Vegas says. But when you see a game like Georgia and Kentucky, does that kind of prove how crazy college football is and to not overlook anybody and keep you focused?
I think it proves that like you just can't overlook an opponent for real, you know. And honestly, it's like you don't really like look at the other team and like see what they play. It's like if you turn on the film and like you look at it, you really know what you're going against. So you know, I don't really think it's like based off of like if they play another team and everything. We don't really focus on that. We really just focus on ourselves, honestly.
How frustrating is it or motivates you when you play in consistent defense and then there's a 70-yard run like that?
Hey, it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's like you know when it happens, you know what you're doing wrong and you know what you got to fix. So it's like Coach Baker said this week, like we're so close to being there. Like it's like just one thing that's there that's missing that's just stopping it. And like once we get that, it's gonna be a long ride.
Talk about those tackles, right? Tank goes down. Everybody's like, oh, what are they going to do, right? But the tackles, Witt and Perk and Penn all on the field together, like what kind of difference can that make for you guys?
Like losing Jacobian.
Yeah, and then everybody kind of just like adjusting.
I think that's my favorite part about this team is like we have a next man up mentality, and it's like we're deep at a lot of positions. So like even the young guys like Ahmad done made stride. You know, Ahmad was in the edges at first in our room, and then went to 3-tech, and Ahmad's as a freshman making great gains. You know, we got a lot of guys that have stepped up. You know, that's just trying to make that, just trying to fill in that void with Tank, and they're doing a great job at it. But it's like, it's not really frustrating because we got guys with skill sets in here that's just trying to prove themselves just like everybody else is around the nation. So it's like when they're there, they're making plays as well.
Got time for one more, guys. One more. It's such a tough win. What kind of culture would you say is being established in the defense that may be different from other teams that you played on as you guys look to build momentum?
I say gritty. I say we're trying to be nasty. You know, we're trying to be violent, dominant, and we all trying to fly to the ball. I know you see like if somebody break a long run, we're all trying to like somehow trying to get there. You know, I think that's what we're really trying to just be a violent defense, bring back that old LSU defense that everybody loved. That you just running through somebody's helmet, you just running through somebody's face every time. You know, that's our main thing.